Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you the February 25th Christmas motivation, and I'm bringing you another card today. Also, if you check the links down below in my description box, you'll find the links for Ronnie, Daisy, Karen, Becky, Christy, and Moira, who are also participating in the 25th of the month. So what I am doing here is I'm just taking some very old stamps that I have from Stampin' Up. I believe they were from 2007 and the collection was called Merry and Bright. And I am just on a piece of scratch paper, I'm just stamping 3 Christmas trees and a snowman. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm using these that I'm cutting out right now just as masking material so that I can show layers within my card stamping. So if you've never done this before, you can do it. A lot of people do it with like post-it notes where you can have the sticky part of the post-it note be at the top. I'm just going to go ahead and use a little removable adhesive. It's I'm trying to remember what brand it was. Herma. It's just the dot adhesive, but it's the repositionable, so I can just roll it off when I'm done. So here I am, I've just fussy cutting out the last of them, which is the snowman. And I'm going to go ahead and take my card base. Now my card base is another one that I got from Stamp Book and Cards Today. They would give them in the kits that I do, so I'm just using this one. And as you can see, I'm just taking the Herma dot adhesive, putting a little bit on the back of each of these stamped images and putting them into how I want my design to look. And then I will do my stamping over the top of it. And here's how it's going to look when it's all done. Before I start stamping though, what I'm going to do is I had some red glitter washi that was on my table. So I'm going to cut a strip of that for the bottom. Now this is the kind that has glitter go everywhere. So this card will probably go to somebody who I'm friends with, but don't care about as much as they normally would a really good friend because they're going to end up with glitter. I know it's mean, sorry. Anyway, I put this glittery glitter tape down at the bottom, and I'm just going to snip off the edges and make sure everything has got a clean edge. Okay, so now that I have all that down, now I'm going to go ahead, and there was a background stamp with the snowflakes, and I am just going to take some Stampin' Up! Ink in Ballet Blue, and I'm going to start going over my masked images with the snowflakes. And what this does is it leaves a blank where the masking is, where the snowflake stamps won't go. So I'm just going all the way around the card and off the edges and turning my stamp every once in a while so it's not the same image. And now with masking, you want to start with your bottom layer and leave the masking on the top layers. So that tree that's on the right is actually underneath, and that's the one I want to do first. Because when I stamp over the image of the top tree, it will leave a blank where that one will fit in. So when you're all done, it will look like the tree on the left is in front of the tree on the right, if that makes any sense. So always start with the bottom images first, and then stamp over as you go up in the layers. And here I'm just trying to remove some of that dot adhesive that I had. So here I'm stamping over the top of the snowman on this tree. Now I'm going to take the next tree, and again I'm going to stamp over the top of the snowman. And so those trees will look like they're from behind the snowman, and see how it leaves that gap? And then when I go to put the snowman on, he'll fit to the front when it's all done. And that's how you do masking. And I'm just taking the eraser to get a little bit of that adhesive off. It's older adhesive, so it wasn't coming off as easily as if it had been fresh. Now for the black, I am just using Stays On, because what I'm going to do is use my markers and with Stays On, it keeps it from spreading like if you were to use a regular, some of the other inks that would be more of a water-based dye ink would tend to run and smudge. Well, with the Stays On, it won't do that. So now I'm just taking some of my Stampin' Up! Markers and I'm just going to color it in. So I'm just going to make his hat red and his scarf red. And then I'll just do 2 tones for the tree. And I'm not great at, I don't have like all the Copic markers and things like that. This is just very simple stamping. So once my trees are all colored in, and then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp an image on the inside, and that's going to say warmest greetings of the season and every good wish for the coming year. And that's going to be it for my card. It's a very simple card. It doesn't take a lot to do it. And again, this is just an easy way for masking to get that 3D effect with your stamped images. If you have any questions, please leave comments in the link below or in the comment below, and I will try and get back to you. And again, check out the others that are doing the 25th. Again, it'll be Ronnie, Daisy, Karen, Becky, Christy, and Moira, where they'll be bringing some Christmas inspiration in February as well. And that way you won't be caught at the end of the year with a lot of cards to be making. We'll already have gotten a jump on with ideas and things for the Christmas season. I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And then we will see you again for another Christmas inspiration on the 25th of March. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.